Mushrooms was the best boy band in town, and adoring afros and wearing high trousers made you a star along Kenyan streets. Well, those days have long gone, but perhaps what hasn't left us are the instruments that defined music in the 1970s and 80s. Tonight, KTN's Timothy Otieno gives us a walk down memory lane and talks to some of the few remaining people who are fighting day and night to ensure vinyl records stay on the Kenyan streets.
Welcome to the 1980s, 1987 to be specific. And back then, a young James Rugami has just opened this shop at Kenyatta Market near Nairobi's high-rise estate. Business is booming and Kenyans are streaming in to buy themselves records they love. Diana Ross, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, George Benson, Gladys Knight and the Peeps, you name it. 80s swag and its accompanying music is at its peak. Fast forward to 3 decades later, and Rugami is a man struggling to remain true to his childhood roots.
I got music from the 80s, 90s, and 2000.
In a world overtaken by CD players, flash discs, and modern-day music systems. Rugami is one of the few remaining vinyl sellers in the entire East African region. His shop still remains open, even though customers do not stream in large numbers as they used to.
You can't compare the production of vinyl records and this other stuff people play these days. Its quality is superior. That's why I won't touch those other things.
Across town at the Kengele's Club in Karen, DJ Sam the Digger is hard at work. Sam is among a crop of few DJs in town who can still do their mixes using purely a system of vinyl records.
I grew up listening to vinyl. My neighbors all the time were listening to vinyl. So growing up, later on, I picked up on it because it sort of brought back memories, and I was interested in.
His shows are usually a house full. When you're among the rare group of people who still use old-school methods of DJing, you tend to attract crowds, he admits.
Hizo ma hip hop nini ma rap nini na ma techno nini hizo zitapotea. Karibu zipotee. Kusema kweli. Hizo vijana wa siku hizi ndio watoto ndio wa siku hizi ndio wanazipenda hizo. Lakini kama wote au vijana pia watarudia old school.
And he may be right. The vintage records and music are in a way slowly making their way into the hearts of a younger group of people. Andrew Waithaka is barely in his early 20s and is already flirting with the idea of becoming a full-blown vinyl music enthusiast.
I make sure I come here every Saturday and I try and sort and dig as much vinyl as I can find, and I sample the music here and I'm appreciating.
Rugami's music shop, although lackluster on the outside, beams with the packed tunes of music history inside. With all sorts of records lining up on these shelves waiting to be played.
Once the stylus hits the record, it's like it commands you, don't dare touch me more till I'm done.
From the classic tunes of Super Mazembe to the well-known Lulu's Band, to a little bit of Musyoki Mutaiti, and not forgetting Opio Kek Oriedo.
everybody's mum and dad, somewhere in their house, especially the middle classes, somewhere in their house, mums and dads will listen to vinyl. Whether that was, I don't know, Billy Abel or Franco or, I don't know, Tabbouleh, or whether it was the Staple Singers or Marvin Gaye or jazz music. Kenya's got a very rich history of music anyway.
And that rich history of music is what James Rugami is hoping to pass on to the next generation. He sells his records for anything between 100 to 5,000 shillings, depending on the rarity of the piece. For now, though, his shop remains open, always willing to usher in his next customer with some cool, old-school melody. Timothy Otieno, KTN News.
Indeed, old is gold. Many thanks, Timothy Otieno, for that interesting report. Although I challenged Timothy to come and tell us